I'll bring them in a hell rain. Things like you heard on the decks. Glover hold the court and give it to no suspect. Politics in the mix, like Double Stewart Rich. Spinning tales from Black Wall Street, real life's the pitch. Doni Glover Show, be more news. 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 Business tips hotter than lava. Got that Midas touch. Stocks and blocks teaching youngins how to clutch. Ears to the concrete, finger on the pulse. Dropping wisdom like Homer, each word a joke. Doni Glover Show, be more news. 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 Walls painted black, history on lock. Blast off from Tulsa, rebirth like a clock. Markets rising from ashes to gains. Doni the narrator, truth runs in veins. Doni Glover Show, be more news. 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 Business tips hotter than lava. Got that Midas touch. Stocks and blocks teaching youngins how to clutch. Ears to the concrete, finger on the pulse. Dropping wisdom like Homer, each word a joke. Doni Glover Show, be more news. 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 Walls painted black, history on lock. Blast off from Tulsa, rebirth like a clock. Markets rising from ashes to gains. Doni the narrator, truth runs in veins. Doni Glover Show, be more news. 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 Be news.
Good evening, family. Tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about the indigenous. Are we Moors? Are we Hebrews? Are we Hebrew Israelites? Or are we all three? You know, for a long time, many of us live with these questions of who we really are. And for me, I'm glad to have found you. Never really thought if I was ever by myself. But I just knew I was, you know, I had a proclivity and affinity to the indigenous peoples. There was something drawing me. Maybe there was something drawing you too. So tonight, we're not just talking about bloodlines. We're not just talking about what grandma said. We're talking about memory, about identity, about the truth that lives in our families. Even when the history books pretend we did not exist. I was sharing with someone. Actually, I was talking to a couple of people. One was a shrink, and I wanted him to come on the show to talk about cognitive dissonance. And that's when we receive new information, how we still want to hold on to something. Even though somebody's presenting us with truth, we still want to hold on to what we're familiar with. Like Santa Claus. But I ain't gonna mess with Santa Claus tonight. So we are the descendants of survivors. Many think we are descendants of enslaved people. But on this show, a lot of people believe that we are descendants of prisoners of war. With that said, we do know that all across the world, melanated people were indigenous to the earth. And if we were indigenous everywhere else, then why can't we be indigenous here? Let's bring up tonight's guest. Got the elder on board. Elder, how are you?
Good. Pleasure.
All right, all right.
How you doing, Donnie, today?
Glad to be in the land of the living one more day. Shout out to Big Ma Baby, French Wee Wee. That is one interesting name. French Wee Wee, Fo. Yolanda Fleming, Michelle Walker. Hannibal James, how you doing?
I'm doing good. What up, though? What up, though, Planet Wells?
Hey, now, Hannibal. Good to see you.
Good
So
to see
we got
everybody.
Hawaii, we got Detroit. Let's get Chicago. He driving. Horace Lee.
There he is.
Peace,
Hey,
peace.
Horace.
Peace, my
Hey, what up,
brothers.
though?
Peace.
All
Hey,
right,
that
all
well.
right. Hey,
What's
now.
up? What's up, there, Hannibal?
What up, though?
All right, I'm gonna get right to it. We got a special guest, Dr. Nev. You're in the studio. How you doing?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
Good,
excellent.
good.
Hey, how you
Dr.
doing,
Nev,
man? All right.
I feel like you got shortchanged and didn't get to share enough of your platform. Tell us who you are and tell us how we can learn more about who we are.
Oh yeah. So I'm Dr. Nev. I'm an Indigenous doctor. I've been an Indigenous doctor for about 15 years now, and I also work in the food and justice department. So anything food, plant-based cooking, nutrition, down to liposine products, we make all in house.
Mm-hmm.
And he got the meanest smoothies in the world.
Oh, that
His
right.
smoothies even got dates in them, bruh. They got
Oh,
dates
yeah.
in them.
Things for you whenever you want.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Yes,
Recently,
sir.
Don Lemon came through our neck of the woods here in West Baltimore, and he was talking about something else. And I tried to explain to him that we're in the middle of a food desert. And what Dr. Nev does with No Boundaries, that's a nonprofit group here, is they have the only fresh fruits and vegetables within walking distance of my house.
Okay.
And some could say that's about 2 square miles.
Wow.
Was commendable.
And it's only part-time. It's only Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And let me tell you, when I'm coming late from school on Saturday and I get all the way uptown and the market closed, what a bummer. What a bummer.
Yes, sir.
So thank you, Dr. Nev, for making sure we have something to live off of,
Yes, sir.
you know, here in the inner city of Baltimore.
Absolutely. It's wonderful.
So, Nev, one of the things you have talked about before is how we could do research on who we are.
Yes, sir. The major thing is re-identifying ourselves, understanding where we come from and what we're here to do here in America. I know a lot of us have a lot of different lineages from all different types of culture, but we're Black in America. And with that, like I talked about before, we need some type of political status behind us that can protect us and also communicate and represent us in the ways that we need to be represented as a people. Because, you know, we're all divided, all trying to do one mission, but it's best to be, you know, presented at, like I said before, when we go to the political status and we start to want to push things and talk about reparations and et cetera, you know, that's only done between two governments. It's not done between a government and its people. So just like I said before, that government aspect, that's a strong aspect that we're just missing as a people.
What can we do?
Really, like I said, it's a lot of indigenous governments getting the genealogy done, seeing exactly where your people come from. Some people may be here in America. Some people may originate from Africa. That's the first step. But if you're like, hey, I don't want to do that step, there is already a set government. It's called the Aboriginal Public of North America. That's here for us, working for us. And there's a lot of, you know, perks of, you know, joining the government, meeting other people inside the government. The government is built on self-reparations, as in us investing in ourselves. When you do join the government, you do get an unincorporated association Some people get nonprofits, and everyone in the government has a company or business. They're tax exempt, and they're just reaping the benefits of your United States nationals. So you may have some white folks that may come around and say, I'm Blackfoot Indian or I'm part Cherokee, and they're getting those same perks and their same statuses that we should be, using. So it allow us to tap into those actual, just perks. I call them perks because I know there's a lot of other organizations that try to, harp on the straw man and all that stuff like that. This isn't it. Most of our paperwork is coming straight from the IRS. Everything's, legit. So it's not too much, questions. It's an A to B type situation.
So is this the correct name right here? The Aboriginal Republic of North America?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I joined when I was 18 years old, and now I'm 32.
And is there a particular website that you would want us to plug?
Yeah, it should be. Let me look it up real quick.
Honorgovernment.org?
Yes. That's it right there.
So I'm gonna open it up to my brothers. They safe, Dr. Nev. They good peoples.
Yes, sir.
We've
And
been
with this,
rolling strong for 3 months.
Yeah, like with this, I said I gotten this when I was young. I had a tax exempt health company, the first in Baltimore, and I've been utilizing it. I got my own unincorporated association. I changed my name through it, and I've been utilizing this. I haven't had any problems, and I've been able to communicate with other organizations too as well, do different types of work and contracting, and I've been doing this for a long time. So it's definitely useful. It's useful. It gives us an economic pull, especially with the time now. If you can save $1 at Walmart, $10 off your order that you're going to purchase using the tax exempt card, that helps.
And how did you get into this, Dr. Nev?
A lot of research. Like I said, I was 18, 19. Me and my other brothers, we were just trying to look up, when you're young, you're black, you're strong, you try to get with other brothers. At the time, we had the Million Man March going on. There's a lot of different organizations, the RBG, there's a lot of different platforms promoting Black power. So me and my brothers, we were really looking to get in, but at an economic threshold. We've been in Baltimore. I've been doing community work for 10 years. I gave my whole 20s to the community. So anything from cleaning up to free food giveaways or any program with the kids, teaching for free, we've done it all. So really it was like we had to sit down and say, hey, the community organizers or community activists, it's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. But how do we get a economical leg up? So when we looked into the government, we seen that the government provides you 12 ministries and they provide jobs. They teach you skills. Like I was able to learn some advanced doctor work, and I've been doing it for a while. They also have a jurist aspect. So if you want to do more legal work, you want to get people in the tribe, set up LLCs, learn how to set up nonprofits and charge people, learn how to do debt discharge. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. So there's 12 different ministries, and I got into health. Both of my brothers got into the jurist aspect, and we've been able to, flourish off it. So it's like, I just seen it as a great opportunity, honestly.
I'm gonna pass the ball to Hannibal. Take over for us, Hannibal.
So as a people, what do you see as our greatest need right at this moment? Like, is it food services, shelter? What do you see as our greatest need?
As a people, I really see like the representation, us as a people as a whole, is our greatest need, because food and shelter and everything else comes under that. So like if we're able to communicate and represent us as a people, say for instance, like a jurisdiction here in Baltimore only takes about 12 people. Okay. Under that jurisdiction, I can go ahead and say, hey, say 5 people from that jurisdictions, they bought a house on the same block right next to each other. Right. And say within that block, other people bought more homes in that block. And if you're a national, you buy a house and you pay that house off, you own the actual improvement on the land, and you actually own the land space itself too as well, with no property taxes. So that's actually building wealth there at that aspect. So if more people were to do it, and now we own that block, and say for instance we took all our backyards and turned it into a farm, and and I mentioned the United States DRIP Act, because under the United States DRIP Act, whatever we deem as traditional medicine or traditional practices, we can grow that. And really reading that document, it gives us our power. So you're talking about commodities like mushrooms, ayahuasca, marijuana, things of
Right.
those natures that's illegal at certain aspects. It's not legal when you go to a Navajo Indian reserve.
Now, can
But
we get our audience abreast? The UNDRIP is the UN Declaration of Right of Indigenous People, right?
yes, sir.
So that's what I want to get our audience addressed on that.
Yeah.
So you saying like we're finding our genealogy and coming together as a family base, we can organize and become like a 501c3 and do these types of things.
Yeah, so even with that, like, is more so, yeah, the genealogy is great. The government's already set. So even if you don't know your genealogy, you can join and be active. So we were all to join, come together. We just had that legal representation to do these things. When we talk about Black Wall Street, building wealth, building communities, we can really do that. I can go ahead and say, hey, I want to be an Aboriginal teacher, just like I'm legally a doctor right now. I'm taking HSA and FHA insurance. I'm a holistic doctor, so I can be a teacher, set up my own curriculum, have my own classroom in that same neighborhood too. So it's really putting the power back into our hands and back into community at an economical rate, in which we really don't talk about. We have a lot of programs that help, but they're all registered within the United States. We really don't have any true ownership of it. So it's really just like doing community building, but on that level. That's what I'm really trying to push.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So is this operation that you're a part of? Is it a national organization or is it?
Yes, it's national. It's in all 50 states. We are small. I think we have 6,000 people registered. We only have 235 people active. Okay. And that's in 50 states. So we do have a summit every year in Atlanta. That's our headquarters. But when you meet all these people, everyone has businesses. Some of them have farms in their jurisdiction. Hawaii in Texas, they bought a school bus. They bought 3 acres. They're looking to set up a health hub. They also have they're starting a learning center. There's a lady that just became one of the Aboriginal teachers. She was a previous teacher, but she's seen she had a little bit more legroom and power of curriculum. So they want to set up a learning center. But these are all things that we can do. In Atlanta, they own their land. They have about 2 acres of farming. They have a health hub, and they also have a DMV, so they're able to print the actual license plates with our flag on it too as well. And even with like the IDs and etc., with changing my name, I was able to go to the courthouse, update at the courthouse, get my new ID, so all the bases are covered. So it's not like you're in limbo or if you have a target on you and nothing like that. Even with the taxes, I told you for my business, that's coming straight from the IRS. So it's not like I have to do any backdoor anything really.
Okay. So for those who want to join like your organization and for those who want to do it on their own, how many people in a group can start something like this?
So if somebody wanted to start their own, anybody can start their own government, and that's really was not taught. Our teacher Ali actually before about 4 or 5 years ago, he set a whole book and template how to build your own government from start to finish. It took him about 10 years to really get it to where it's at right now. But with about 12 people in a jurisdiction of a state, if those people were to join, they can build their own jurisdiction and start building out. I know y'all probably don't know about Jewtown in Baltimore, but that's like a beautiful representation of what I'm talking about. They have their own cleaners, their own school, their own laundromats. None of that money leaves the community, and everything stays in it. The policing, they have their own policing. We have a DOS system inside the tribe too as well. So we send out a notification to all police departments, understand that building the jurisdiction. We have Aboriginal people in the area, give them the list of all the Aboriginal peoples and businesses, and we actually have communications with those actual police stations too as well. So for instance, in the declarations of rights of Indigenous people, it's like a lawsuit that each Indigenous person has attached to that name. So say for instance, I would walk outside and get beat up and I was wrongfully accused or anything. There's a lot, especially a lot goes on in Baltimore. I have a little bit more protection with me than just being a black man in Baltimore, being beat up by a cop.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
So it's just really just giving us an extra layer of protection, financial protection, and it gives us that sense of community because we can do things that we normally couldn't do or own. But like for instance, land, improvement of land, you're gonna be paying property taxes until you die. You don't have to do that while joining this. So
Okay. So this is a proactive way instead of it's something that we could do now. Everyone could do now.
yes, everyone can do it now. We can do these things now. It's just the fact that when you start talking about taxes, people get wary. When you start talking about these different topics, people it's just so over their head. Even for me to this point now, I told you I joined this when I was like young, like starting to go in my 20s and my 30s now, and I have a full concept of it. So it's like I understand it takes time, but this is something we really need to act now on than like, wasting another 10, 15 years. Because nothing's really favoring in our favor.
Okay.
Let me just say this, y'all. I'm so grateful to have you here, Dr. Nev. I think I speak for the brothers. We are grateful to have this refreshing
Absolutely.
conversation
Yeah.
because a lot of times we're talking about identity, about history, but you know me, I'm in business. I run a business. I want to make that paper.
Yes, sir.
And I know that we have $2 trillion in annual disposable income. We make everybody rich. We put the sizzle in every brand. You name it, including liquor.
Yes, sir.
Anything we touch, we multiply, we magnify. And so what I hear you saying is what I've been doing with Black Wall Street is supporting us. Us supporting us, just working together. Horace, what you got to say, big bro?
Well, and what's my brother name? Dr. What again?
Nev, N-E-V.
Okay, Dr. Nev. I don't know, for some strange reason, the name rings a bell. I don't know if I've seen you somewhere on some platform or
He came on the show before.
I have.
Okay. Is that's not the brother with the locks, is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. I can't see you. That's why I was wondering. I'm like, man, it rings a bell, and the concept also rings a bell. And I was in the process of saying, well, wait a minute, hey, we had another brother on here that was speaking the same language when the other brother with the Afro futuristic demonstration was on here. So my question, of course, when I look at things, from an individual perspective, but I heard the collectivism that that's the possibility in there. But my question also is when is the possibility of us being able to evolve into having our own financial system? Because I do understand that in order to be truly sovereign, you have to have your own financial system or even to have your own government. That's just like the government of China or the government of Russia. They have their own money. So
Yes,
now,
sir.
even though we're in this particular jurisdiction with our own government, then how is that working as far as us having our own financial system, as well as the possibility of us having our own military to protect our government?
Yes, sir. So that's a beautiful question. Now, on the military
Yes, it
aspect,
is.
every person that joins the tribe is already set of the military. We do have a DOS sector. So the men inside that jurisdiction are supposed to be going over security procedures, also with the women too as well, not leaving out after 10 o'clock without one or two Aboriginal men. So it's talked about, but it's really us implementing those actual set laws or set boundaries in each jurisdiction. Like I said, there's only 235 people really active. So even here in Baltimore, there's only 5 of us. Now, as far as the money currency, we do have a financial department inside the tribe, and they're working on building our own tribal crypto that we can utilize with buying products and services from other tribal people, and we can put on major platforms like the Binance platform and or Dex Screener or Dex Trader. Now, we also talked about health insurance too as well. They implemented last year, whereas though our set products and services, if a person were to pay a fee, they'll get X amount of percentages off and etc. But these are also new ideas, and we have our ministerial Congress. They talk about these things so much, and it really just takes that one person to come in and say, here, this is the idea, this is the plan. The government, they have the finances to put these things together, but we're really still building it out. So I'm happy you asked those questions. So really, for the tribe, it'll be the crypto, which we're focusing on now to really roll out next year, and it will be really just as far as like the military aspect is really numbers. We just need numbers. We need more people, more conversations, more people like you that's thinking on a military mindset. Especially here in Baltimore, we got a lot of brothers here. We started really training for the DOS. Just like nothing different from when they did it in the mosque or inside the Muslim community where they had their own security. And that's why it's important that we talked about, we send those messages to the police stations too as well, because we do have armed and unarmed security too as well. And that's inside the DRIP Act. So we can have unarmed and armed security at any of our buildings or any events that's being placed by Aboriginal people too as well. But we just need the manpower. We need the manpower. We do. We do. In this big country, there's only 230 of us active.
So do you guys
so with the numbers of registered members, I mean, what's the hold up with the other 4,500 people who are registered becoming active?
Well, really, they're registered. They got their accounts, and they're already utilizing the perks. So they're not even active in the tribe. We don't know these people's name. They just paid their money, set accounts up, and they have a tax exempt business somewhere in Iowa, just utilizing the perks. So you can do that. Some people just join the tribe just to evade taxes, or they got some properties and they want to put it in a trust, so it's no property taxes. You can do that, but I'm more so if you're gonna join something this powerful, why not get fully active? So we just need more. We need more brothers like
that's what we need. That's what we need, man. Because I think that it's important because of us really having to tiptoe around in order to get these amenities from a group of people who are on our land.
It's
Mhm.
Yeah, this is powerful. I mean, you guys gotta come to a summit. I'll definitely keep y'all updated. It's normally in August, but the summit is so powerful because there's so many people just like us. We're on our own land. They're picking fruits and vegetables. They're cooking it right there on their land. They have a connection with a slaughterhouse for bison not too far from their land, so they're getting fresh meat sent to the land too as well. There's a lot of community events. So even down, we take all the kids, gun range. That's something that we installed in everybody. So even if you never shot a gun, you're going to the gun range in the summit. It's certain things that we working out. The summit is 4 days. Even if you don't work out, you at the summit, you're eating right and you're working out. So it's really just like, it's really a set plan and rewiring for our people, but it's pushing us to be like, I gotta talk to you during this summit. We doing push-ups together. I mean, I'm shooting guns with you together. Like we gotta build some type of bond. So I love it. I love it because we really don't get to see us as a people acting so community, but also have the finances together too as well. So it's like I'm talking to somebody that has a trucking company in Chicago. I'm talking to another person that has a steel mill somewhere else, and they're here all together, all in one. So that's why I love to see here in Baltimore, other states too, because there's a lot of people doing a lot of things. We just gotta get in one room together.
I got you, brother.
And I just want a point of
hats off to the
clarification.
brother.
A point of clarification, Dr. Nev, this is the Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples.
Yep, the Declarations of Rights of Indigenous People, DRIP. I had a water company called DRIP. I was pushing for 5 years just to get the Declarations of Rights of Indigenous People act out. Like that when you read that document, you're like, oh my God, like this is like
here's a question for you from the Black King. It says that you mentioned Ali. Were you talking about Brother Ali Muhammad?
Yes, Ali Muhammad. Yes, sir.
Who was
Ali
he?
Muhammad from the Tribe Called Quest.
Not the Tribe Called Quest. Ali Muhammad. He founded this tribe. I don't know what other like alias.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes, he founded this tribe. So he was a doctor before. He did a lot, but it took him about 12 years. I mean, about 12 years to get the tribe to this point now. I told you I joined it when I was 18. It was like 20 people at the summit. It was all just documents and PDFs. And listen, I spent 2 years just reading through the Constitution and just reading through the other legal books for this, just to have a full understanding. Now it's not even that. Now it's more smooth. I can talk to somebody. It's more systems play. It's not like the Wild Wild West. When I first joined, I couldn't even I had to go to Atlanta just to get my questions asked. So really, what this is like, now the system is in play. The people are starting to come in play, and I'm starting to see the information being utilized in a lot of different ways that's really benefiting our people. So that's why I'm like, no, we shouldn't be talking about nothing else but coming together and being represented politically to actually get major actions and major bills and legislation and things for our people pushed as a whole. I mean, we can go down to our city council and beg on our knees for 30 years, and we probably get that pothole filled 2 years from now. So it's like,
Well, I have one question for you. What you think about the brother who acquired the land down in Texas? Anybody familiar with his name? I can't remember his name right away.
you talking about Sunset Valley? That's in California, I think.
But no, this brother's in Texas.
Okay.
Doctor something, and he inviting the people to come down there and to build on the land and get businesses, et cetera, et cetera. But of
I
course,
think I know what you're talking about.
That's the person that
yeah,
that's this for him. If he had knowledge of this, all those people coming
right.
down buying homes, those homes could be in trust, those homes could be tax exempt. This is exactly what we need. We need somebody like that with the information that can spread it like that. We need communities built,
Right.
we need communities built off of this. The individual stuff, people join this tribe literally just to take advantage of the tax exemption, and we never hear from them again. So it's great, but like, yeah.
I got a question. In relationship to international travel,
Mhm.
is there any designation or addition to a passport?
So that's the
Uh,
beautiful thing. We
mm,
are represented as United States nationals, and all I'm doing is updating my name on all my documents. So
gotcha.
it's not like I'm getting I get a new passport with a new name, a new DMV or MVA license with a new name, but it's still the same paperwork. I'm just labeled
Gotcha.
as a United States national rather than a
Hmm.
United States citizen.
Right. Right. Okay.
So what is the difference?
The difference is a United States citizen follows legislation. A United States national follows actual law.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then a lot of people don't know that there's a difference between a big C and a little c when citizen is being spelled.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but that's a powerful thing you got going on, and I recognize it from the last time you were on the show, and in regards to the brother down in Texas that I had just mentioned. It goes back to my original statement, man. We need a restraining order because this brother here, man, he's trying to do something, so he set the bar and said that only melanated people are welcome there. You still got these other people, man, that just can't say that, hey, man, we don't like y'all, so y'all go do y'all own thing. But no, here they come again,
Yeah.
and trying to, impede upon what he's trying to establish, man. And yeah, man, we also, man, need to, man, work toward getting that restraining order, man, because I think we need that bad, man.
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
each? Here's a question from Faded by VAR. Is each state a corporate state? And I'm not sure
Is
what
that a
that.
question?
means. Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course, each state is incorporated. Yeah, I mean, each state is the one who actually created the federal government. As a collective, and so the federal government got out of control. Through the military and some other form of some priesthoods that were intelligent enough to know what was going on, but they were probably at the root of the creation by way of the state as well. So yeah, but yeah, each state is most definitely a corporate state. That's no question about it. And they don't recognize any quote unquote black person as being state citizens either.
This is exactly why this is important,
Yeah,
because I mean,
yeah,
we understand that we're at the totem pole, the lower end of the totem pole, but when you actually look
yeah.
at the documents and see where we're placed at, we're not even on the paper.
That's but see now, Donnie. Remember, Donnie, I said that we're not even in the race,
We're
and
not.
he just confirmed exactly what I said. We're not in the race
We,
at all.
but this is how we
Yeah.
start to participate. This is really how we start to participate. Actually buying land, owning property. There's one brother inside the tribe. His family in Colombia, they have a cacao farm. In that cacao farm, he's been able to produce his own cacao and sell that across states. That's generational wealth.
Amazing.
That's power. So like these
So
are things
indeed.
that we can do with inside the tribe, different connections, and we have to really start building this for our people. We need somebody with soap. We need somebody with black. These are in the tribe. Also, we do follow that. We see somebody in Texas that has a product or services. Everybody in the tribe is trying to support that brother. That's another thing I love too as well. So we try to be as intentional as possible. We just need those numbers, because 230 people ain't about to do nothing for a whole nation. Not-
But I do know that those brothers and sisters in Black Wall Street and the other places that were identical to Black Wall Street, man, they did it,
yeah, they
and
did
they
it.
did it beautifully. Yeah, they did it, man. They did it. So yeah, I'm most definitely down with that. Yes, sir.
Now I gotta tell you, Dr. Nevis, a couple people in these comments tearing up Ali Muhammad. They wearing him out.
Yeah, I mean, because I have no problem. I know Ali Muhammad. He's an indifferent person. See, he may say some things that may hurt some feelings. He's a man. I don't really care about the person. It's what he has done and what I've been able to benefit from it and what I've seen other people. That's another thing. People get in this tribe and they'll go on Ali's Instagram page or social page and they'll follow him. You're not here to follow Ali. He has built a system here for us to benefit off of. So what if that guy's in a bad mood that day and he's like, forget black people, or not? He's not saying he said something like that, or he said something that went against the grain or went against the culture. That don't change the past 15 years or 20 years of work this man's done, and everyone's benefited from it. So,
Let's talk about that.
yeah.
Let's talk about cognitive dissonance for a second. You've been in this movement, and let's get the name back up here, because I know you're very busy, and we're really, we are fortunate to have Planet. I hope you see what I see, but
I do.
how do we put the foolishness aside, man, and just come together and work on some basic things? Big Ma Baby said, this is a step in the right direction. Why do we get caught up in that Willie Lynch? I mean, you got dreadlocks, you done mentioned Muslims. We in America, we all talking about indigenous. Can we really afford to get caught up in those isms and
it don't exist. It's words. It don't exist.
views?
Yeah, not really, bro. You see where it pushes us another decade behind. It really sets us behind as a people. We'll join an organization and we feel like it has to be socially friendly. People have to like me. People have to have the same opinion as me. If they don't, I can't be a part of it. People are always going to feel something different. But us as a people, we're such a social people. We're such a social people. We feel like we gotta have something to have friends. I told you I joined this tribe, but I ain't talked to nobody for years. And not until I went to an actual summit and I met other people. I was able to watch Ali, and a lot of stuff he was saying was great. But when he's on his personal social media, sometimes it's like, what is this guy talking about? But I can't get caught up in if he has a different opinion on the subject. That does not take away from our goal and our mission and where we're going. Somebody's always going to feel something. Or
And then here's the other thing, because I see Worth 814, the Black King, whomever. What have you built?
Yeah.
Right.
How have you tried to bring us together?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, Donnie, too, man. You know, we also have been worked on, man, and we are very childlike people. Because I
Some
know
of
that,
us.
yeah, well, no, I'm saying that well, you know, when I say that, I say in a general sense, as you know, of those amongst us. Because I was looking at, I think it was Khalid Abdul Muhammad or Bobby Hemming. One of them was talking about how they gave a lecture for I think about 2 to 4 hours, and they either said damn or shit in the lecture, and say after the lecture was over with, an educated woman came up to them and say, "Hey, you said damn in your lecture," and they say out of everything that I said, the only thing you heard was the word damn.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, come on. Come
Yeah,
on.
man. Yeah.
Our
It'd
people
be
are
like
so
that.
picky with everything. They want everything perfect when it comes to Black people, but when it comes to other people and other races, it can be fluff. It could be mislanguage. It could be whatever.
When Thursday comes and you at the market or your peoples, when y'all at the market, now mind y'all, brothers, I'm talking about a market, but if Nev ain't there, we got Asians cooking breakfast food and fried food.
Yes, sir.
That's the only other option.
That's
So
it.
so I don't care what you believe, homie. I'm glad you believe in God. I'm glad you wash your hands. But keep bringing that fresh fruit, them smoothies, that corn on the cob, the ginger. I love the ginger. Thank you. Because it's just like church. We got a lot of Christians out here. They Christians from like 11 o'clock Sunday morning until the football game come on. And then all of that go out the window. It's back to being who. So I'm just saying thank you for having your walk match your talk.
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Big Ma baby agrees.
And even though there's a great need to have more people, you know, involved. There was this a spiritualist from Tibet, and he said, if you think you're too small to make a difference,
Spend a night with a mosquito.
Try sleeping with a mosquito. Right.
Yes.
So I understand the passion though, for the people, but what you're doing, okay, is divine work. And in that divinity, there is the ability to access miracles. Miracles are just unexplained. You can't explain the action, but it comes. Some people call it grace. So don't worry about the numbers. Just keep to the form. And you remember that the apple tree comes from one little seed.
Yes, sir.
It takes time. Nature touches it, and it rains, and then all of a sudden a tree is there, and there are hundreds and 200 apples on it. So, I really commend what you're doing, and I'm going to look into it as well.
Yeah.
My Little League baseball coach said he takes 7 players on the field. He'd rather take 7 serious players on the field than 9 clowns.
Yeah. And I could show you an example. In Texas, Texas is 3 of them, 3 real active tribal members. And I told them they already bus, they own land, and they looking to build a health hub this year. They about to lease out the property and turn into a whole health hub, products, services, and people can do it. It just takes like energy like y'all brothers that actually want to come in and actually physically want to do this day by day. My business partner is Brother Balloon. He's a minister of Congress. They write legislation for our tribe every day, new legislations for our people. But that's his job. I'm a doctor, so it's going to take somebody that wants to be in finance, that really want to push this for the tribe. It's going to take somebody who really want to be in the security, in the armed forces, that really want to push this. So it's and we do have a patent on. Yeah, I could say that offline, but we do have a patent on weaponry. But it just takes funding, and it takes people to actually see the positive light on it and really push that. And that's inside of that Declarations of Rights of Indigenous People. It gives us so much power. So why not re-identify yourself?
So they questioning your doctorhood on here too, Nev.
Okay. So what did they say?
Well, I guess they sideways. I remember homie Ali scamming with that fake degree posing as a doctor. Would you trust someone like that, Donnie?
Fake degree. I'm not. I don't remember any of that. I know he's a doctor, and I've been doing doctor work for 15 years. You could talk to any of my patients, brother. So
Well, I think that a lot of people still think that white people's ice is colder than ours.
Yes, sir.
Where did we go before the doctors? We went to the woods.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So when we hear the word doctor, if it's not accredited through those people whose ice is colder, it's unfortunate that the people that look like us are not willing to accept it. You know,
Well,
the doctor's not in the title. It's about in the work that's being done.
Yes,
let's
sir.
talk about it. We got more people getting knee replacements. Just on this is just a random thought. I have never heard of so many people having knee replacements in my life.
Yeah.
I'm just doing a random poll. Am I alone in this?
No,
Yeah.
it's rampant.
It's all of it. I mean, they said autism now. 1 in every 33 kids have autism. Before it was like 1 in every 30,000 kids. All these conditions are skyrocketing.
And a lot of it has to do with the drugs
deliberate
from this medical and industrial complex.
Yeah, I mean, we're taking in things and doing procedures that were never meant for us as a people in whole. So why not get even down to what I teach as far as like the medical science? Every talk about being plant-based and vegan. I don't promote that shit. Being plant-based right now is probably the word plant-based or vegan. If you don't have discipline, it's probably the worst thing for your body right now. We're talking about eat 130 different amino acids, salts, and vitamins for the body each day, and we're talking about that the fat, the brown adipose tissue fats, the vascular fats over the brown adipose tissues. We're talking about people's digestive system, peristalsis, absorptions. There's a lot of different things that come into play with health. So me just eating fruits and vegetables that got 50 to 60% less minerals than it did when it was in the 70s and 60s is not really conducive right now.
Right.
It says Nev might be a genuine
doctor. They not cracking on you. They certainly cracking on Ali. I don't know what homie did. They said
he must have did something. He must
Photoshop degree from Temple University. They Black King.
Can that person
evil on him?
Yeah, can that person give a year or resource when he did that?
Well, let's not get distracted because we on some good stuff here.
Yeah.
And Planet Wells wants nothing more than for us to stay constructive and productive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. I would just like to add this, that a lot of these places that sanction these degrees, right? The originators of those institutions, I've been to some of them, thought you were a monkey for years.
Or let's talk about J. Marion Sims.
They wouldn't let you in the joint.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna kneel and praise them so much for their honesty.
Yeah.
And here's a brother who is working and healing people with his knowledge and his expertise of nutrition and you want to question that beauty? No, don't do that. The
Yeah,
other the other homie, I don't know, but I know the brother who's talking to me right now.
yeah. And it's not like I've been through a lot of studies. I landed on Ali when I was in my 20s, but he was the only person out of all Layla Africa, Dr. Sabi, all these places you want to look that has updated health science. Bro, they are putting glyphosate in our food. They're putting new chemicals, new growing methods, new everything. Each month they're dropping new chemicals and putting it in our food. So our health information has to be updated. Me looking at a
Absolutely.
Dr. Sabi list from 30 years ago when I can't even eat a chickpea without having glyphosate in it. That's number one in Roundup and cancer killing, and it blocks a lot of the it blocks a lot of the potassium and iodine receptors inside the body too as well. So it's people right now that's eating a bunch of kale in the health community. They're eating the shit raw, and it's literally causing thyroid issues. But these are things that are on these major lists that say eat kale raw, have
Right.
fried cauliflower from a vegan restaurant. Like like there's so many missed main factors and conditions that we call healthy. That's completely bullshit.
Let me give you one right here. This is J. Marion Sims. J. Marion Sims. We talking about American Medical Institution history.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the name, J. Marion Sims. Every sister out here, I want you to look at this picture. So as you're talking about this medical system, the same one that did the sterilizations in North Carolina, the same one that sanctioned the Tuskegee experiments, J. Marion Sims is called the father of gynecology. And you say, well, Donnie, why they call him the father of gynecology? And I'll tell you, it's because of this picture right here demonstrating or highlighting, illustrating that this man did experiments on black women without anesthesia. You see them black women look from behind the curtain because they know.
And I'm sure they all have a degree.
Yeah.
All of them have a degree.
And don't even get me started on how we get treated at the hospital, at the doctors. There have been plenty of studies of how black people get treated, how we get less than service, how we get treated like we subhuman, like we, when I was married, when my daughter was born, my ex-wife said she felt like she was being treated like a welfare person. Yeah. She said she was just treated very poorly.
But see, even with that aspect, we got to understand the body in itself. Understood what their body and what they carry. I'm not saying there'd be no need for you to go to the hospital. You can definitely get regular checkups, routine checkups, lab work done, blood drawing. This stuff you can't get done in your house. But if we understood exactly our systems, we're getting new lungs every 7 years, new set of skin every 5 years. The plant is the only thing in this whole world that can reproduce another enzyme or a red blood cell. So if we understood exactly how the body repairs itself, how each system operates, most of these things we go to the doctor for, we wouldn't go to the doctor for. We wouldn't be on a pill for. We just have no knowledge, and we relinquish everything to just a book or a guy in a lab coat. So it's
Correct.
like, I don't know.
Correct. I mean, one of the things related to the word indigenous is a relationship to nature, right?
Yes, sir.
And all of the medicines on the planet are attempting to artificially mimic nature. So why wouldn't you listen to an indigenous person that has researched his own culture, which has already been revealed to be the study of nature?
Yes, sir. And even when we look at that, we would like to say, oh, that's primitive. That's not like up to date.
Correct.
When they look at those people and those certain traditions and tactics, and we compare it to modern day medicine, They actually had a science to it, leaving certain things out to ferment, to build enzymes for
Yes.
probiotics, to build your stomach. These are things these people were doing with no, I'm not going to say they had no knowledge, but they had no stethoscopes. They didn't have large machineries to do this. So even right now, taking that knowledge and what we do at the AMA, the Aboriginal Medical Association, we make liposine products. We make products that penetrate the nucleus, the cell membrane, so it can actually communicate with the cell. If you're making a weight loss formula that's based all on herbs, you can actually induce that without taking Ozempic. That's all our
Right.
products. All our products communicate with the cells. We put certain oils and certain tactics in it, cooking processes. So it's not just me boiling some herbs on the stove. Yes, that works, but that really only works for like the digestive system or the liver because it's water. Me, say I needed something for inflammation. Yes, drinking ginger works, but on a medical term, something a little bit more higher, more potent, you would want something that's liposine baked or hydrophilic. And that's a
Hmm.
lot of our products aren't. A lot of these tinctures you buy in the store are alcohol based.
Hmm.
So that's just knowledge going on to like when we talk about the vegan aspect. Like there's a lot of things. Yes, you can lose weight. Everyone says I went vegan, I lost weight. But losing weight doesn't necessarily mean that you're healthy. Literally, we have 10 to 15 pounds of waste just carrying our bodies in a general day basis. So if I was able just to do a detox real quick, I would lose that weight. So we gotta reshape what we think about health altogether.
Altogether.
Yeah.
You
You
when
know,
you have a situation where they say, okay, well, you should have this, you should take this this pill, right? This is just a common sense game. And
Yeah.
they tell you to, take this pill, okay, and it'll okay. And then they say, but the side effects, may cause blindness. I mean,
Yes.
wait, hold
Yeah.
it. What?
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
and you
I
know,
know, I mean,
I
that's dramatic, but you get the point. Hmm.
Yeah.
and to piggyback off what you were saying about the what do you say 10 to 15 pounds of waste that's being carried around in the body every day. Well, I've heard stories of people getting enemas and defecated for 24 hours straight.
Yes, sir.
Mm. Hmm.
Yes, sir. It's sitting. It's sitting
That
there.
shit's
Yeah.
sitting there. Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And the fact that they've legally created these laws,
Hmm.
right, to make things like ayahuasca or
Hmm.
peyote or mushrooms, all of these highly evolved medicines over millions of years,
Right.
and they make them illegal. Why?
Right.
Because it doesn't fall into the profit strain that they can take advantage of and become multimillionaires. That's the root of it. So you have to look at the motive of the doctor. Is it truly for healing or to make himself rich? You know? And that's unfortunately a question that everyone has to ask themselves when they're in that type of position where they need, to medicine and health.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
medical apartheid is most definitely real, and it's been going on for a very long time. I lost a good friend that I grew up with last year, and the friend who told me about the funeral, she said that her and the friend that passed had the same condition, dealing with their foot, something going on with their foot and being diabetic, something
Hmm.
to that effect. So she said that she went to the hospital and the doctor said, "Oh, we're gonna have to amputate your foot." She said, "No, I came here with 2 feet. I'm gonna leave here with 2 feet." And went somewhere else and got antibiotics, and she's still alive today. She said that her foot was worse than the friend who's deceased now, who allowed them to amputate her foot. And ever since
Mm.
that particular procedure took place, she just went downhill from there. And now,
Oh,
she's no longer, in this dimension anymore. So yeah,
br-
my,
brother, my My mom was out of work for 7 months. She had like a slip disc and a couple other things going on her back. They wanted to cut through her stomach to get to her spine to fix it.
Mm.
I was a fuck
Wow.
no. I hate to
Mm-hmm.
cuss. I was like, hell no.
Yeah, yeah.
I worked with that lady for
We
7
ain't doing
months.
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Yeah, that was appropriate. Yeah, it was
yeah,
appropriate.
it's like what? Like we went
Yeah.
to a GMBC, another doctor we talked to. I was talking to her. She was saying, if I don't want to do that route, you're gonna have to do constant rehab with your mom. She's gonna be on anti-inflammation medicine. I was making her teas every morning, and I would take her to yoga,
Mm.
walking. She's back in the nursing home working next year
Mm-hmm.
later. Yes, it takes time to heal. It's
Mm.
not one pill, one herb you can take overnight and
Right.
wake up a new man. But we also have to understand that it's a process. Just like you had 15 years of smoking, and you got cancer now, it may take you 2, 3 years to reverse that. But we gotta go
Right.
through
Right.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Yeah.
through it. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
gotta go
Yeah.
through it.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's true. It's very
So,
true.
Planet, let's get some faith going on. Big Ma Baby got some. She said, you see a snake wrapped around a staff as a sign for their prescription.
Yeah.
Shirley
Do the
Yeah.
Bates give you a shout out from North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. And this is for you specifically, Hannibal.
Yes, sir.
Genealogy question. How do we find out our real surnames, not our
That's the surnames. Oh, so it all depends, like what tribes you come from, because within the tribes you got clans, and within them clans, surnames with the clans. So that might be a way to find it.
okay. All right,
Other than
Planet, let's get that prayer in, brother.
Okay. So let's once again, our time is always compacted with all types of thoughts, types of images, all types of stuff, constantly, right? A lot of people, when you think about thought, you think, oh, I thought that. It's an automatic reflex, right? But it assumes that you are the generator of thought. But it seems to me that it's more that you are the antenna of thought, right? Because if you were the generator, the sole generator of thought, you'd only have a good thought.
Yeah.
And you
I
and
like that.
you and you know that you don't always have good thoughts constantly, right?
right,
You have all types of stuff that is working you, right? So you have to refine your antenna and make a choice of what you concentrate on. Okay? It's not that it's your thought. You have to look at the thought and say, does it resonate with you or not? That's very, very, very important. So at this time in the show, we're going to just go into a little 2-minute meditation. Okay? And meditation is a kind of a convoluted word. I'd like to say we're just going to visit silence, because silence is where we come from. Silence is where we go when we get up out of here. So it's best for us to have a relationship with that silence. And you can take a deep breath and just be still for just be still. You owe it to yourself. Peace and blessings, family.
All right.
I
Us, we're
say.
gonna get them libations going, Ashe. And let me put, because I never get to get it in. A shout out to my mama, my daddy, my two grandmamas, my step granddaddy, and the two granddaddies I never met. Ashe.
I say.
Ashe.
And shout out to my whole family on both sides, the matriarchal and the patriarchal as well, from Louisiana all the way to Mississippi.
The Jones family.
Yeah, man, the Edison family, Marbury family.
Yeah. Shout out to my family in Jamaica.
Phillips.
Okay. Sure indeed. I want to start out by giving honors to the Honorable Prophet Noble Drew Ali, the great Queen Nitha of Chicago, Illinois, Honorable Empress Vidayasi, the Honorable Empress Chief Wearberg, Honorable Chief Warhorse, Sister Vicky Dillard, Sister Joy DeGrew, Mama T, Sister Shahrazad Ali, Dr. Ari Khan, the late great Francis C. Welsing, a sister on the YouTube by the name of LaChris, Angela Davis, Shakur, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, the most honorable Dr. Sorry about that, man. Little distracted, man, from this clown driving from me. Honorable Dr. Malachi York, the beloved brother Bobby Hemmett, the Honorable Dr. Claude Anderson, the Honorable Taj Tariq Bey and Dr. G, the Dr. Reverend Phil Nelly Fuller, Fred Hampton, Shay Guevara, my beloved brother Julius Malema of South Africa, my beloved brother General Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, my beloved brother Q of Haiti. I want to give a special shout out to the Honorable Sun Ra. I want to give a special shout out to Dr. Delbert Blair, Dr. Leah Laha Africa, the late Dr. Sebi. Who else did I mention? 19 Keys, Rizza Islam, the legendary Top Cats, Rod Hayes, Young Elder, the Honorable Doni Glover for providing us with this platform for us to reach our people, the Honorable Elder Planet Wells for spiritual guidance, the Honorable Hannibal James for his intelligence, the Honorable Mafia Shakur, and to all of our
young, wise, intelligent.
Yeah, the young, wise, and intelligent Mafia Shakur, to our special guest, Dr. Nev, and to all our viewers who are 100% down with us in this indigenous movement here on Turtle Island. Without any questions asked.
the fourth.
Yeah, appreciate that, brother. And you know, y'all excuse me if I miss somebody, man. You know, I'm going on memory alone, man. I ain't got my list in front of me.
You should have kept going. Nobody knew.
It's all
well,
good.
you know what, man? I already spilled the beans now, so.
Big Mob Baby say peace to you. And
thank you, Big Mob Baby.
Right, yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to the people in the chat: Gregory English, Antoine King, Big Mob Baby, Shirley J. Parker from Raleigh, North Carolina, Night Craig.
Where the brother Craig get? He ain't on there tonight?
My Jamaican friend. He must be up in the island somewhere there, brethren.
Dane Calloway.
Most definitely. Forgot about Dane Calloway and King Randall. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yaki Awakening.
Oh, yeah. Yaki Awakening and Karima Ahua as well.
Another good session, huh, Planet? We all learning something, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes,
Dr. Nev, we appreciate you. Thank you for taking time out, man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys indeed.
I'll be for
Yes,
that
sir.
smoothie, man. Can't wait till Thursday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, brothers.
Thank you, everyone. Good evening,
Stay
world.
blessed.
All right.
Peace, peace, my brothers.
Peace.